It's a beautiful Sunday, mid-July. Clouds, blue sky, crickets. Let's do a garden tour. That's my favorite little rose bush. Actually, it's the only rose bush I have. But these little guys smell. They're good. And this is the first moringa. We have so many. See, it's already set in moringa pods. You can eat them. I prefer them thinner though. It's our back porch. We have castor beans here. In about another month or two, they'll be 10 feet high, and then we'll put all the shade on the concrete pad, which is really nice. Some tomatoes in the front, butterbeans in the back. The tomatoes are lacking this time of year, of course. There's our big mulberry, the shade tree. It stays shady until almost late afternoon. It's nice to sit out there. More moringas, of course. The raised beds are over there. Then we have some potted things. I grew squash in there this winter. Wanted to see if it works better than in the ground when it comes to the mold. There's a citrus, persimmon, peach, lemongrass, arrowroot, flowering bulbs. All the tall ones here are moringa. More flowering bulbs. Arrowroot for starch. These are chaya, tree spinach. There are the wild blackberries right there. I think I'm going to tame them this year. They get a little bit out of control. And on this side, some cowpeas accidentally seeded themselves out. Over there is the chicken yard. That too is full of edibles. Potted cherry tomato, and there is a little plum tree. This is my favorite hangout spot. The herb spiral doesn't have much in summer. Oh, look at the butterfly. In winter, it's our lettuce spiral. We have lots of milkweeds, lots of butterflies. There's the concrete block raised bed. A wood border raised bed. Not much going on now in July. The tomatoes are still alive, but they're not making. They hate this heat. Maybe they make it till fall when it cools off a little. This is the small bamboo. It's a clumper, it's no worries. That's a satsuma. Or a horseradish. I'm surprised it's still alive. And this is katuk. Satsuma is setting nicely this year. Can you see that? And we have a lemon. That's one of many lemons. They're doing good too. Back there's a strawberry guava, some ginger, turmeric. Okay, see all the lemons? Crepe myrtle, bananas, more tree spinach. It's an elderberry coming up, and flower bulbs everywhere. It's so beautiful in spring. This area has the little pond with our goldfish in it. He's quite old already. It too suffers a little in the heat. Oop, that was the frog. And with this little area next to the big bamboo, loquats. So many loquats every spring. They're so super good. Canned out of the refrigerator. This is a pineapple guava. Basically you walk here and food hits your mouth automatically. They're not quite done yet, but there are lots of them on there. More banana, more pineapple guava. And now we're entering the mini orchard. This is in the mini orchard. This is cassava, lemongrass, and there's one lonely sugar cane left. There's more in the chicken yard. On the fence line, that's all mulberries. And on the fence, we have blackberries, really big and juicy ones. And these are the grapes. Back there are pomegranates. They bloomed this year, but sadly didn't set. No, not sure what went wrong, but it was a really dry spring. This big tree is an apple, and the one next to it is a nectarine. And the flowers in spring are absolutely gorgeous. I should trim it, but I don't want to. I don't want to lose any flowers on it. And so many grapes already. They're turning a little. Yum. This thing is called fuzzy raspberry. Fuzzy is an understatement, a misnomer. It should be thorny raspberry. They're really thorny, but they're blooming now and starting to set fruit. There's the nectarine again. A massive castor bean. It's as big as a tree. It is a tree. And the Bolivian sunflower, that's big too. That's our sweet potato patch. And back there are more butterbeans, and we just put some more okra in it. Cassava, and behind it more loquats. And a pecan seedling. This is my potting bench. There is a pineapple and turmeric underneath. There are more blackberries, though right now cucumbers, but they're on their way out. I think there's still one or two on there, and then it just needs to be cold. See, there's one. Of course, more moringa, some ornamental bushes, mostly for the butterflies. Another pecan that came up as a seedling. Thank you, squirrels. This should make in about 3-4 years. We have the bottle brush behind it. Hummingbirds love it. It's my other little raised bed. My raised bed bathtubs. They perform really well. It was an experiment, and it does well. It holds water better. My basil patch. And then over here we have our in-ground hugel. This is the hole where we throw all the yard waste in it. Well, most of it, the one we don't want to compost. And it serves as a banana circle. They seem pretty happy with it. Of course, everybody has a massive elephant ear. Down here, that's my potted nursery. Everything gets put in here before it's released. And we have one jujube, a peach, and another jujube. And that one is an olive. The fuzzy stuff is asparagus. It's been in there for quite a while. We nibble some. It doesn't make huge harvests, but it works, and I like the foliage of it. And then all this, all the way over there is one Seminole pumpkin. It's impossible to count them right now. We'll be eating pumpkin forever. And then here are 3 more citrus trees. This is a honey tangelo, I think, and the others are lemons. And there are quite a few lemons on it this year. There's one. They're hiding in there. It's hard to see on the camera. Lemon juice forever. Another impression of the pumpkin. This little island, the bird water station, has mostly flowering things in it. Turmeric, shampoo ginger, it's blooming. Of course, butterfly weed, more turmeric. This is blooming too. There it is. So gorgeous. And a longevity spinach, which tastes good. Goes on pizza and in sauces and everything else. I think that's it. The garden tour. Mitchell and the chicken yard. As soon as they hear the gate, they'll probably come running up. Rose of Sharon. Behind it is a mock orange. Here they come. Loquat. Eventually they will fall down once they fruit and the chickens can eat them. Confederate rose. That's the chicken house back there, with only the left side of it, of course. Here's the whole clan. And witches have flowers in here, cannas, bulb flowers, and loquats all the way along the fence line. This is a plum, tree spinach, moringa. Pear trees are in here. Bolivian sunflower behind it. More tree spinach. More moringa. Sugar cane. It gives them a lot of protection and we can still grow things. They like to be under these hedges. And they have a massive pecan in here. It's beautiful for them. There's one water station for them. There's some blueberries in here as well. Castor beans, anything for protection. We planted mulberry in here so they can eat those berries. Lemongrass. This over there is a soapberry. It should fruit anytime. There's a pomegranate behind it. These are cassavas for the roots. It's edible. More loquats. More cassava. A whole cassava wall to speak of. Another soapberry. Sugarcane. And back there, that's elderberry heaven for us and for the chickens. What we don't pick, they'll take on the bottom and they love it. Our chicken yard.